with the projected passenger growth over the next decade or more at a roughly 5% rate, which will see us double by, some numbers have been suggested by 2035. We are not prepared for that unless we do a fundamental shift in the way we do business. And there's all kinds of opportunities for us to do that, but we need support from governments, and we need support from airports, and we need a collaborative environment to be able to enable that from happening, whether that's the use of biometrics, changes in regulations to allow for a better flow of our customers through these airports to get the maximum use of those facilities, but also be able to work on the privatization efforts that have been implemented across the planet that have not necessarily worked in our favor from an industry standpoint, but have been able to put money into the pockets of the government, but hasn't really resulted in any benefits to the industry itself. So unless we start to see a fundamental shift in this direction, we know we are not prepared for what's coming at us.
We've seen a lot of privatization taking place, but actually it seems to be leading only to higher prices and not much benefit in terms of better efficiency. We've just done a study looking at performance, which shows, well, first of all, that private airports are more expensive to users, but secondly, and surprisingly, they're not that much more efficient either.
If you look at the top 100 airports, for example, all but 4 of those require some form of major infrastructure upgrade over the next 10 years. That could be in the terminal or the airside itself. I think one of the major problems is those key markets where we want to see growth. Our passenger and cargo customers need that growth. We need more infrastructure urgently, so something has to change, and we need to make sure that we can get the right infrastructure in place on a timely basis, which is basically affordable and also has the right service capabilities as well. If a government is going through a change or considering a change in terms of the airport ownership model or the operating model, they should consult with the key stakeholders that are using that facility as well in terms of their performance expectations, and also in terms of our understanding in terms of regulatory safeguards to protect airlines and the end consumer as well. After all, we are the users of the airport facility. We are paying charges for that airport facility, and it's our passenger and cargo customers that are using that facility as well. All the good things that our passenger and cargo markets are waiting to do in terms of growth is going to be impeded through slot-constrained airports or limited capacity infrastructure, and that's not what anybody wants in the industry.